Let me take a look at what's happening. Got a notification. Shield mode. So there's like a thing in my settings that I can deal with like harassment in like one touch. I can see that having some advantages. Lord knows I deal with so much of it from this platform. Oh, I guess it's not as bad as the JTV days. Let me check what's good here. I want... Got so many tabs. There's like a geekdom one I wanted to see because it's related to Dragon Ball Super heading into End of Z, but I want to see that contextualized because geekdom's SEO game has been fucking wild. Ever since he kind of refined it for his World of Geekdom channel. It was never this bad in the past when he had so much content that he could really break on through, but I guess his bills must be getting higher with inflation. That's why his SEO game is wild. With the Dragon Ball community was kind of tight not too long ago because we were led to believe that we were going to get an interesting news announcement a few days ago, which turned out to be an announcement that some of the Red Ribbon Army oriented voice actors were going to be like interviewed for something, but it wasn't anything related to like a commercial product we would want to have. It was just Japanese media type stuff, media personnel type things. One thing I will say about Japanese media is that I think it's a little ahead of its time in terms of, because ironically it's so retrograded and put back. What's old is new, what's new is old. The ability to communicate with these stars and to really have an open platform seems to be a bit more prominent there. Maybe how it was back in the 50s, 60s, and 70s, but especially the 50s. I think that's pretty cool. You see that with a lot of new media stars, but new media stars, there's like a heavy inequality between them and actual real A-list celebrities. There's some that cross over, but it's a little few and far between. Like if you came up because of YouTube, your celebrity status has like some asterisks to it, and you might be the type where I can like get on a Breakfast Club interview and start asking you questions. Those Twitter AMAs and stuff like that, it'd be more plentiful, whereas everyone else, it's a bit more on the rare end. So let's do a little bit of fishing. I'm trying to get some carp. I kind of feel bad for like YouTubers who make news-oriented content over a particular rated subject that you want to like nab an audience for, because the days where you can just make like higher quality content is over and done with. You could still do it, but it has to be part of a salad of weekly content with garbage now. In the past, I used to criticize the more clickbaity, SEO-driven content creators. That's everybody now. Like, You know, I've had jobs in the past where my SEO game was necessitated, but you know, what I was doing was more like 2016, 2018 era stuff. In the 2020s, y'all really gotta make everything seem much more must-see than possible. Especially, like, I'm looking at these Final Fantasy YouTubers, and they're really wilding out with it. With the clickbait. They want you to think that the next, like, hated game is coming out tomorrow, like major news. Conjecture proof, when in reality it's conjecture filled. Okay, craft. Burn 80%. You barely got anything out of that. Ooh. So he says Makasero, and she says Makasete, so I guess it's kind of like Datebayo versus Datebasa versus Debane, which is what Boruto says. Okay, I can really just grind off of that. Okay, let's see. Calamity Claw. Demonic Claws from Gehenna. Grab at the feet. Distimpede. So I can use them to get that trophy. I realize that now. I gotta keep that in my head. Tech, craft. Oh yeah, I did 109 jump rope jumps in Final Fantasy IX. At the surface it seems like I'm 1/10 of the way done, but the reality is that means that I'm 50% of the way there in terms of the skills I need to be able to pass that. Because really, it's 1,000 jumps, but it's 6 rhythms. So I got the trophy for that one, but the trophy for 1,000 jumps is still a work in progress. Now I gotta be more consistent with the third rhythm until it's as regular as the first two for me. And I gotta get a hang of, which I'm slowly doing it. My brain is starting to make connections with the fourth rhythm. And there's the fifth and sixth rhythms, which I've yet to practice on, I've yet to reach. In the beginning, it's like, the rhythms are so overwhelming that getting used to the rhythm changes and the pace of the faster rhythms is like overwhelming as hell. But after a while, it becomes something that your brain gets used to. And then you can do it subconsciously while your mind is like focused on something else. A lot of people have these things like encode the rhythm. I'll get more used to it. Let's see, Tira. Okay, what are you about to do? There you go. So if I can get a trophy on that, I'm gonna be a really happy camper. The way it's looking right now. By the way, I'm really glad that I memorized that I have to get that book. Part of me was worried that I would actually forget about it and just proceed with the main story, but that didn't happen. Naoki Yoshida is going to be doing the E3, not E3, the Game Awards like showcase on Final Fantasy 16. He seems to be leaning towards a release date being announced, so I expect a trailer, a little gameplay presentation alongside a release date. As much as I've been critical of Final Fantasy 16, or not even critical, but just unimpressed with it. Like, I haven't had any, like, harsh criticisms about it, just things that leave me thinking there's not something there that's, like, grabbing me, but I still want to see this, you know, Series 5 so they can wrap up Remake at least. I want to see a mainline entry tank, so whatever they showcase, I hope it's something pretty cool. Okay, so the way it's looking, I might just end up clapping this guy. Okay, so that was a complete waste of time. I should have just clapped you. Yeah, I gotta heal up my son Lloyd.
行くぜ。はっ。行くぞ。えいはっ。
はい。えい。
任せろ。はっ。行くぞ。
私の番です。
Okay, let's see what you're about to do.
俺の番だな。
Alright, craft.
させるか。
任せて。
There you go.
なんとかなったわね。
ここなら釣れそう。
Novice rod, dumplings. Let's
それ。
just like with the jumping rope mini game. This is largely rhythmic based. If you want to pull it off, ideally.
それ。え。
Okay. That one, my rhythm was.
まずまずかな。
A gluttonous base from that, bass from that. So carp, baits used, dumplings. I'll just go to the medical college. There's not a whole lot of one left. That's something that I'm actually highly appreciative of.
さてと、ヨアヒム先生の時間が空いているか。
Yeah, this guy says soft so fucking much, man.
また釣りとかに行ってなきゃいい。
ありそうですね。
I mean, if we know he's fishing, then there's only so many places he could go, so it's not really that big of a deal. We find his ass.
ここなら釣れそうだ。
Besides, I'm about to fish myself.
それ。 よし、ゲットだ。
Which ones use, like, dumplings? I guess we'll try this one. Yeah, you gotta do it more heavy.
こんなもんかな。 それ。
This definitely seems like something out off screen.
それ。
I'm fucking up right now. That was on my rest notes.
こんなもんかな。
Alright, so we got a carp. Let's try to get a couple more carps. I don't want to get pearl glasses, I want to get carp. That's right, baby. Let's try to fill up as much carp as we can, because I'm probably going to need about 4 of these. Carp are the only ones I know that the horizon rods use. So once I get enough carp, I'm probably just going to go around and use the carp with the horizon rod to catch everything I need. Alright, so we're getting a decent haul. And if anything, I'll save scum, so... So I got 5 carp. I think I'm gonna need that for about 5 of them joints, 4 of them joints. But I'll give you an example of how my strategy is going to play off. So I'll use the horizon rod with the carp. Now let's do something heavy. This is the one who got injured by of the Red Testaments, or not the Viper heads, Vipers. I'm thinking Blue Testaments. This is such a sour sounding track, man. It's so weird. Shizuku and whatnot. Okay, so I was thinking that like they were not gonna head into cutscene. Am I gonna have to like talk to some? Because that's what I do if I'm heading to like a medical place. I'm thinking, why did they let me stroll up? Nurse station. It doesn't serve the same function, but whatever.
Cecille さんにご用ですか？
いえ、実はまた
お時間がもらえない。ヨアヒム先生、いらっしゃいましたか？先生にご来客ですけど、今お時間は都合が悪い。何か診察？ああ、わかりました。釣りに行こうつもりですね。ダメです。勤務時間中は相
変わらずに。
普段はとても優秀な。支援家のロイドさんたちです。はいはい。ではこのまま研究室にヨアヒム先生がお会いになるそう。どうぞ研究棟の方へ。
どうも。
お手数をかけちゃ。
Alright, there you go.
.失礼します。
ようこそ。よく訪ねてきてくれたね。
突然お邪魔してます。
Let me go and get that. That's what I meant. Anyway. I fucking hate phones.
なんだかご趣味の邪魔をしてしまったようで。
いやー、午後のこの時間はノーブルカルプを釣り上げる絶好の時間帯なんだけど、でも来客ならば仕方ない。君たちを逆恨みする気なんて。
なんだか思いっきり恨まれてるような気が。
筋金入りの釣りバカみてえだな。まあ軽い闇はこれくらいにして、今日は一体どうしたんだ。てっきりキーヤ君を連れて相談に来たと思ったんだが。
So wait, Dudley didn't come with us?
実はその相変わらずキーヤの記憶は戻っ
そうか。個人的には一度検査入院をしてもらっ。
その本人にもそれとなく進めているんです。すみません、問題を先送りにしていますね。
まあ焦らずにゆっくりと考えるといい。それで別件というのは僕の専門に関わる話かい？
ええ、まさにそうなんです。こちらの薬をごら。
これはなんだこの青色は。着色料にしては様子が。
この錠剤はとある人物が持っていたものなんですが、俺たちは違法性のある薬物。
なるほど、詳しい話を聞かせてもらおうじゃないか。なるほど、そんなことになって。
それでヨアヒム先生、この青い錠剤について何かご存知ではありませんか？どこかで開発された。
残念ながら見たことのないタイプの。僕は専門から各国にある製薬会社と付き合いがあってね。開発された新薬のサンプルはこんな色の錠剤は見たことがない。
そうですか。
しかも聞く限りにおいて効能についても尋常でもない。筋力、集中力、反射神経、それら全てを高めるというのは。
そのまだマフィアたちがこの薬を服用していた。
実際確認できてんのはあの行為だけだしな。
イアン先生から聞いた話も。
いずれにせよ得体の知れない薬。分かった。3錠ほど早速成分調査をしてみよう。
ありがとうございます。その成分を突き止めるのに
薬の現物もあるし、症状などの手がかりも。今日中には主成分くらいは。逆にそれで突き止められなければ結構長引くかもしれないな。
そうですか。
まあ明日の午後くらいに通信で連絡させてもらう。それで構わないかな。
それで結構です。どうかよろしくお願いします。
これで一安心ね。そういえば副作用や中毒症状の可能。
それも調べてみないと何とも言えないんだが、念のためその公園の関係者には何かあったらこちらに相談す。他の服用者が見つかったら同じ手配をしておいて。
承知しました。
やれどんだけ出回ってることやら。街でそれっぽい噂もちらほら聞いたくらいだし。
さすがにルバーチェに連絡するのは無理そうです。本当に抗生院を服用していたら副作用などが心配です。
確かに。先生、
やはり副作用の危険が。
ああ、いやそうじゃないんだ。ふと前に聞いた噂を思い出してしまってね。
前に聞いた噂。
どんな噂っすか？
参ったな。改めて説明するほどの話でもないと思うんだが、数年前製薬業界の方面でとある狂信的な。
Oh, this is a new track.
不思議な薬を作り出したとね。
This is Boss Don.
狂信的な
必要教会の異端的な一派ということでしょうか。
いやいや、そんな生優しい連中じゃなかったらしいよ。何でもエイドスの存在を否定し悪魔を崇拝する、そんな教団だったらしい。
悪魔を崇拝。
なんかいきなりうさんくさい話になったな。
確かに僕も突拍子もない話だと思ったが、ただその薬の効能というのがちょっと。何でも悪魔の力を借りることで人間の潜在能力を開花させ。
それって
今回の薬物の症状と。
ヨアヒム先生、その薬の名前は？
ああ、なんだったかな。そうそう、思い出した。グノーシス。そんな風に噂されていたかな。
グノーシス。
なんだかとても。
まあ、あまりに荒唐無稽だから、ただ去年リベールの異変で奇妙な組織が暗躍していたという噂話もあった。今更ながら気になってね。
エステルたちが言っていた。
悪魔崇拝の教団。
いずれにせよ、青い錠剤の正体を突き止めるため、ついでにその噂についても何か続報がないか。
お願いします。
悪魔の力を借りる薬ね。
なんだか最後に奇妙な話を聞いたけど、とりあえず薬の成分調査は。
ええ、そろそろ夕方だしクロスベル市に戻りましょう。一家からの捜査報告書が届いているかもしれないわ。
やれやれ、今夜は書類とにらめっこになりそうだな。
Just like that, it's already sunset. Now again, the occult spiritual subplot of this game, which kind of kicks off later on, is pretty cool. I've seen a lot of people make complaints about how this, spiritual stuff or the mystical stuff in the Kiseki games isn't really to their liking. They just like the strict political things. And I can sort of understand that perspective as well, but all of it connects deeply to me, so I can't really see someone liking one thing and not liking the other too reasonably. But with that said, I like this way more than that underdog story that we got to see earlier on.
そうだな。
こういう時にやっぱりバスはありがとう。
ティオ。
なんだ清介、さっきから妙に静かだな。
別にそんなこと。ティオちゃん、夕日で分かりにくいけどあなた顔が真っ青よ。
ね。
問題ありません。少し気分がすぐ。
おい、問題ないじゃねえだろ。とにかくどこか休めるところでも。
ティオ。
大変。
すぐに医者が
あ。
よかったわね。ただの貧血。しばらくしたらすぐに目を覚ます。
そっか。
よかった。
どうなることかと思っ。
でもごめんなさい。私のベッドを使わせ、ちょうど病棟の方に空いている個室がなくて。
いや、助かったよ。ここの方がティオも落ち着けるかもしれん。
セシルさん、ありがとうございます。気にしないで。今夜は私も夜勤があるし、なんだったらこのまま朝まで寝て。それじゃあ私は失礼。
あ、うん。お疲れ。
あざーす。お疲れ様でした。
ティオ、 もう少し早く
考えてみればヨアヒム先生の話を聞いている最中、それも確か
悪魔を崇拝する連中が作っ
いいですよ。何を聞いてくれ。よ
ティオ。
かったあまり気を使わないでください。
Okay, so this is how she looks without that big jacket.
薬物操作に携わる人間として皆さんは聞く必要がある。
So underneath her heavy coat, she has like this light jacket. It's more like a, I guess, thick vest.
私の知っている情報を。
あのな、俺たちがティオの気の進まない話をわざわざ聞こうとすると思うのか。
もちろん操作も大事だけど、それとこれとは話が全く別よ。私たちにとってあなたはそれ以前に何よりも過去。
他人には秘めておきたいそいつならではの事情はあるぞ。ま、俺の過去についてはちょいとばかりバレちまったが
Just a bit of it though, Randy.
お前がそれを知られたくねえってなら俺らは全力でお前に。
エリーさん、ランディさん。
そういうことだ。でももしティオが俺たちに話すことで少しでも気持ちを軽くだったら、その重荷は
ロイドさん。
That reminds me of Risner King's video of the like, what was it? Miku, Hatsune Miku, like booming voice.
よくそんなに恥ずかしいセリフを言えますね。ロイドさんだけでなくエリーさんもランディさんもお二人ともロイドさんに影響されてるんじゃ。
そうかもな。
Garbage, man.
確かに否定はできないわね。
否定してくれよ。
ロイドさんには前に少し、私は5歳の頃両親と離れ離れになりました。とある狂信的な宗教団体に。
そいつは
その教団の真の教義や目的は今でもわからない。ただ彼らはエイドスを否定し、私を含めた他の子供たちはその供物だったんだと思います。
供物。
供物といっても生贄とかじゃ、そんな目にあった子もいたのかもしれませんが、その教団はいくつものロッジを持ち、そして私が連れて行かれたロッジで起こ儀式という名の人体実。
ひょっとしてお前の感能力のことか。
はい、薬物を投与され全身にセンサーを考えつく限りのやり方で五感を高めるさらには強制的な暗示と精神的な負荷をかけることで3年間、それが毎日のように続きました。
So this happened to her 9 years ago because she's 14.
それでも私は幸運な方だったかもしれない。私以外の子は全員が耐えきれません。一人また一人、ついに一人になった頃、分厚い岩壁の向こうで他の子たちが挙げた最後の悲鳴を聞き取れるくらいの感応力を
けどどもが
It's interesting that they don't give like 2D illustrations to kind of have us visualize this. Probably because it's way too dark. I mean, we're gonna see some illustrations, I bet, but probably like in the more upbeat stuff, the more triumphant like rescue side.
私のいたロッジにロイドさんのお兄さんがガイさんを含めたチームは教団の信者たちを無力化しながら抵抗は激しく、
Oh wow, this is so fucking
自
annoying.
決するものがほとんどだったそうです。そうした屍を踏み越えながら儀式の間にカイさんはただ一人の生き残った子供を発見しました。
So she was 11 at
カ
this
イさん
time.
に保護された時、私は衰弱しきっていました。そしてこの病院に連れてこられ、数ヶ月の間療養して。
I understand that they're speaking so slowly, but the reason this is frustrating for me is because I'm not a Japanese speaker, so while I can listen to certain key words, this is obviously a lady speaking about painful memories with like pauses in between to kind of parse through the details, and that can obviously frustrate me because I'm just trying to get through this dialogue that I'm reading through quickly.
ロイドさんに話した通りです。
そうか。
リオちゃん、皮肉なものですね。これだけお世話になって感謝していた人だったのに。3年前ガイさんが亡くなったことを聞かされた時、私はあまり悲しくなかった。まるで手に入れた力と引き換えにその不思議な考えすらありました。
ティオ。
Okay, a stifled breath right there.
私は聞きたかったんだと思います。眩しいくらいに前向きで私のような欠けた存在が。でも結局その答えは聞けず、そして支援課に来て。
Because maybe that was actually 6 years ago that she got rescued.
やっぱり今でもよくわからないんです。
I mean, that's a process of grieving, thinking about the stuff that you lost from that experience.
できたらいいのか。どうして私が生きているのか。ティオちゃん、いいじゃない、わからなくったって。そんなのは私たちだってあなたと同じなんだから。
なぜ生きてるのか、どう生きればいいのか、そんなのが分かってる人間なんてそうそういるもんじゃないさ。俺もエリーもランディも誰だって同じさ。
俺なんざ特に自分の道を見失った口だが。
Usually when people criticize the story of these games, they're criticizing how like the only interesting characters are Tio and Randy. I don't think that's necessarily fair to say. They're the ones with the interesting, heavy past, but that's like saying Estelle is not that interesting because she doesn't have the level of intrigue that Joshua does. But you know, she makes up for it by having this loud-ass personality that I think Lloyd and Ellie don't have. But you know, not everyone needs like a hypertrophy personality.
それでもティオスケ、お前真面目すぎるんだよ。そんな難しい問題を急いで解いてどうするんだ。
でも
それでも気になるなら答えを探し続ければいい。ただ焦る必要はないし、一人で探す必要だってないんだ。俺たちが一緒に探すからさ。
もちろん私もよ。ランディだって課長だってキーヤちゃんやサイトだって。あなたがその難しい問題。リーさんもランディさんもロイドさんに感化されたみたい。本当に聞いてるこちらがどうしてそんな。
ま、それもめぐ遅延化を選んじまった時点で俺たちは同じ誰かさんの被害者だ。
そうね、そういう恥ずかしい思いも分かち合ってもらわないとね。
なんで俺が加害者になってるのかは分かち合うってのは恥ずかしい思いだけじゃなく、辛い思いや、それからもちろんそれが仲間。
かしくて暑苦しくてこんなにいたたまれないのに。でもなんだか悪くない気分で。
No, I do like this scene. I guess I would put it in my top 5 as well. I remember the exposition dump, but the finer details maybe not so much.
そうか、その名前が出てきた。グノーシス。
課長、教えてください。6年前に兄が関わったというティオを拉致した教団。
当然課長はご存知なんですよね。
最初からティオスケの事情を知ってるような感じだったし。
Stuff like this is why I like Sergei, and in another type of series, I think it would have suited him better.
俺が知ってるのは当然だ。当時ガイと共に教団のロッジの一つを制圧した当事者だったからな。
そうだったんですか。それじゃあ課長は兄貴の
直接の上司だった。当時から俺はちょいとはみ出し気味でな。ある時規格外の新人を2人も押し付けられちまったんだ。
Two unconventional rookies.
そのうちの1人が直情的で無鉄砲だったが、奴は優秀な捜査官だった。いい意味でもう1人の新人と好対照な組み合わせだ。
もう一人の新人。
ひょっとしてあの一家のダドルイとか。いや、奴は生粋の一家上がりの男だ。俺が受け持ったもう一人の規格外、それはアリオス・マクレインだ。
あの人元は警察。
数年前に警察を辞め遊撃士に転向。警察が遊撃士協会に微妙な距離感。なんと
兄貴とアリオスさんが。
年齢はアリオスの方が2人。すでに結婚して娘も生まれたばかりのアリオスはとにかく生真面目すぎる男だった。一方ガイは奔放で無鉄砲でとにかく前向きなバカ野郎だった。そんな2人だからこそ逆に馬があった。わずか2年足らずであいつらはクロスベル警察最強の若手コンビと言われるようになった。
確かにその2人なら。
ああ、正直俺もそんなすごい部下どもを育てる絶好の機会に恵まれ、そうして俺たちの班は華々しい。ついには一家に代わって国際的な犯罪事件の合同捜査を任されることになった。
You see, I would have preferred this type of underdog story where it was them kind of living up to the legacy of Arios and Guy, as opposed to Arios and the Bracer Guild, which it was just this contrived rivalry. Maybe even like First Division as well, but First Division is kind of treated as bumbling idiots. Because this one seems a little bit more believable, you know, us trying to rise up to the legacy of something that's personal to the main protagonist, as opposed to this contrived, these out in one situation by being reinforcements, therefore we suck, when we were effectively first responders and the reason they were able to follow up anyway.
ああ、例の教団 DG 教団、それが連中の
DG 教団
正式名称らしい。
DG 教団。
その点々点ってのは何？
それは何々ゆえにを意味する数学的な記号だけど、 D ゆえに G というのは何を意味してるんでしょう。
未だそれは不明だが、そのうちの G に関しては G、すなわちグノーシスだ。
ヨアヒム先生が言っていた悪魔の力を得る薬。
そうつなが。事件が終結して6年余り。
a lot of cults and even like modern religions are Gnostic in general in terms of the fact that they see knowledge as a means of ascension. I guess this is one of those Gnostic mystery cults by extension.
ここ数十年で最悪の組織犯罪を引き起こした最低の連中だったってこと各地で拉致した子供たちを何十人と犠牲
昨日リアン先生が言っていた
DG 教奴らはゼムリア大陸の各地でそしてそれぞれのロッジでおぞましい悪魔召喚的なものアーティファクトを利用したものそして人体実験的なものそしてそれらの儀式の時に必ずグノーシスという名の正体不明の
その衝撃的すぎる
それで事件はどんな風に解決された
昨日も言ったが被害が各国に広がっていたことから国際的な捜査体制が設立された
If I recall correctly, that drug is made of pleroma grass.
各国の軍、警察、ギルド関係者が一堂に会する中
Not that I should act like it's a big spoiler, considering the fact that I've already streamed Cold Steel 4. I have like an extensive knowledge on that later portion of the Kiseki series.
ある高名な遊撃士の指揮により各地のロッジを一斉検挙、制圧する大規模な作戦が実行された
That's Cassius.
そして俺たち3名は共和国最西端
Okay, so that's the illustration of Chio. She does look like she wasted away. She even has that like blood pressure checking device.
ガイは当時8歳だったティオプラトーを保護したティオは衰弱しきっていたがまだマシな方だったのかもしれんそれ以外の子供たちが全員助からなかったという他のロッジで試みられていたおぞましい儀式に比べたら、
なんでそんな連中が
吐き気がしてきた
When I've learned about stuff like this in the real world, I also felt a similar reaction that they felt. You know, this like, intense like anger and repulsion.
なるほどただいずれにせよ6年前のその作戦をもって教団は信者たちは全員自決するか残党もいたって話だが教会や例の結社とやらが動いて密かに殲滅したっていう噂もある
I assume the society means Ouroboros.
DG 教団の悪夢は完全に終わったはずだった
ですがこの青い錠剤これがその教団が使っていたグノーシスである可能性が出てきたというわけですね
現時点では憶測の範囲だがもしそれが本当なら6年前の悪夢は別の形で引き起こされるかもしれんそれもマフィア同士の抗争を巻き込むような形でな
最悪すぎんだろ
それが本当なら絶対に見せ
ああもちろんだ
This is the most serious Sergei ever looked.
ロイド3年前
Oh shit! That sound effect of like lighting a cigarette.
はい何でも手がかりが少なすぎて
ああ一家に移ってから奴はもっぱら単独で捜査をしてたって話だが大国の諜報機関ルバーチそれとも全く別の犯罪もしくはどこぞの両兵団やだがそれ以外にも俺の後
教団の残党
ああ 今となってはその可能性も。その意味では俺にとっては元部下のトム。お前らには悪いがこの先は俺も出しゃばらず。
課長、
悪いどころかすごく助かり。
つうかまるで今まであえて放任してたような口ぶり。
Well, up until now, he's taken a more hands-off approach, so this is actually a really interesting prospect.
ただまあこの特務支援課はもともとはガイのアイデアを参考に設立したってのは確かだ。
そうなんですか。
ギルドの評判に対抗するため設立された部署だったのでは。
そいつは上層部を納得させるための口実だ。生前ガイのやつが俺に語っていて、今のプロスベルに必要なのは壁を乗り越える力だ。若いもんが失敗してもいいから力を合わせて前に。それが警察には必要なんじゃないかって。
It's kind of like Class 7, where it's this group that was put together to unify disparate elements with different backgrounds, although not as extreme. In Class 7 was just like a whole new level, both the old Class 7 and new Class 7.
兄貴が。
いやとんだ熱血兄貴だな。
もしかしてティオちゃんが支援課の。
ああ、ガイの意志が息づく場所にいたかったんだろう。本人からはっきりと聞いた。
そうか、そうだ。兄貴のことはともかく今この薬の被害を食い止めることが先決するぞ。キーや例の教団と何らかに関わ。
そいつはありそうだな、記憶喪失の原因が。
ああ、俺もそう睨み始めて。
ですから課長、動くのは俺たちに任せて。課長はここで一課との連携もありますし、俺たちには指令役が必要なんです。
確かに。
誰かが支援課に詰めとく必要はありそうだ。
すみません、せっかくの申し出なのに。
いや、いいだろう。ただし今まで通り相談にはいくらでも乗るし、各お前たち自身が判断して乗る。
はい、
了解しました。
やる。
See, if the story was like this from the get-go, in terms of sheer tone, I would have liked it a lot more. Azure tries to do this all the way through, but Azure has a lot of writing issues that I don't really feel does it justice.
本当に大丈夫か？
The problems I have with this game and the problems I have with Azure are crazy different.
課長やキーヤと一緒に。
心配ご無用。早めに休ませてもらいましたし。
そうか。うん。顔色も良さそうだな。しかしキーヤがいきなり一緒に寝るとか言い出した時はびっくりしたけど。
なんかそうしたいって思ったから。ねえねえティオ、ぐっすりね。ええ、そこそらく絶好調なのはキーヤ分を大よかった。
なるほどな。
確かにキーヤちゃんは最高のトップ。
ああ、なあティオ。昨日みたいなことがあったらすぐに俺たちに自分一人で溜め込んで無理をするのだけは酷な言い方だけど。
はい、肝に銘じま。私支援課の一員だから私の苦しみも辛さ。ティオちゃん。
Oh man, she's speaking so fucking slowly now. It's... You see, normally when people talk about the Kiseki games, they talk about these games that aren't really fully voiced. But this one is actually pretty voiced out, all things considered.
確かにこりゃおっさんの出る幕はね。確か午前中は薬物を使用した。
ええ、一家の資料も参考に改めて確認してみようかと。
2023 is going to be a big year for localized Kiseki games because you're going to get all of them localized, you know, before Kudo in the second half, I guess.
それと忙しくなりそうなので今のうちに他の支援要請なども片付けておく。
そうですね。このタイミングを逃したら市外に出る余裕はなさそうです。
しかし住宅街の商店街にサーベルバイパー、それにアルカンシェルの新任キャストが
どれも昨日の時点で少し様子が変
Those
な
bonus points.
時間があるならイアン先生の事務所、先生から聞いた2人のうち証券マンは一家の資料、貿易会社の経営者ってのはまだマークされていないようだ。
Let me see, where's day free? Alright, right here.
そうですね。法律事務所にも行ってみます。あとは午後あたりにユアヒム先生が成分調査の結果をはい、特務支援課ロイド・バニングスです。
ロイド君、私だ。マイツのビクセンだ。
Vixen's a name I see so often in these JRPGs, but I know in real life.
ああ、町長さん、ちょうどよかった。ガンさんの様子はどうで。
それが、そのガンツのやつが。
何です
詳しい
か？
話を聞かせてもらえます。
あの後、夜遅くにガンツ意識が朦朧としているようで、そのまま寝かせてしま念のため私も部屋に泊まって朝目を覚ましたら。
なるほど、ホテルやカジノに
一応したが、ロイド君。
町長の方はホテルに待機してください。ひょっとしたらガンツさんがもうこちらは聞き込みに出るので、彼のことも気に留めておき、何かあったらまた連絡して。
分かった。よろしく頼む。
ガンツさんがいなくなってしまった。
が今朝ホテルから抜け出し自分から消えてしまったのか。
やはり他の人たちの。
ああ、妙にどうやら思ってた以上にこちらのことは心配するな。
はい。
いってらっしゃい。
Alright, well, let's check a request we got. I wanted to perform an upgrade to that orbital from the Epstein Foundation. Would you let me take a look? Kill this monster, kill that monster, kill the third monster. I guess I could use a training. Why the hell not? Okay, so he's starting to get a little more cool and cooperative with it. So we got to keep in mind that we're still police officers, so leaking information to the guild that's sensitive to our case might actually be a bad idea. Alright. If I would have done right, then I would have gotten a trophy for what I'm about to do right now. So, let me get this done and dusted with. Fran and Rebecca. I keep thinking I'm gonna pull something from that shallow ass water. I've had this TikTok app for a fucking year now, and so many weird notifications. I think the algo still doesn't really know what I like. Still giving me notifications of what my followers are doing. Let me know what the people I follow are doing, not the people who follow me. I don't really give a shit. Alright, let's see. Entertainment district. Oh, she's talking to Chizuku. Yeah, she off today. She's doing laundry. Now I gotta head to the casino. Alright, let's see. Nishi plush toys. Let me go to the hotel. I'm almost change. What do I need? Feel bad for jipping them like that, but whatever. I gotta do what I gotta do. Owner Drake. Trade. Oh. So Drake is this guy. that's a weird way to put it, vague, but just say, oh, he fucked up on some shit. We need some answers. Otherwise, it makes it look like we're about to like get some static with him, and he might not want to cooperate with us on that because he doesn't want a fight starting in his bar. Because he don't know, and we're being vague. So you can be specific without revealing too much dirt. Alright, let's see here. Okay, 9 Valley Exchange Shop. Hopefully this is what we need. Other... What is this? Oh, no, never mind. I was about to say. What's this notification I got? Oh, it's related to Poseidon. So son of Poseidon, one of his homies is streaming. Let's see if we got a 0 on any of this. Okay, so if I have a petrify, I can turn that into a confuse. Let me see if I can actually rectify that a little bit. Vamos. A comprar petrificar or whatever. Bit on the pricey end, but we don't really use Earth Step if that much, aside from whatever I have in mind with Lloyd, boosting his D and whatnot. Hey yo. Hey fucking yo. Okay, so quartz. Let me see. Confused. So evade 2, which would equipment, orbment. That is a really weird spam message. His username was funny as shit though. If I can get a different thing besides invade 2 for you. Win times 3, so battlefield. Course sweep. I sacrificed a lot of pieces for that, so shouldn't be surprised that I gotta make up a bunch of them now. Shield 2, equipment. How many pieces do I need for shield 2? Let's see. So I gotta like sacrifice another one. I guess I can purchase another shield 2, like 2 actually, and maybe take advantage of that. Recipe. I was hyped for a second. I was like, oh, who about to message me? And it turned out to be that like robot. It's the Robopocalypse up in this site. That's a little disappointing, man. I'm not gonna front with you. Got a whole lot of fuck shit going on. Slot. So who can I upgrade? I can upgrade you. Or you. That's gonna be my priority. Nothing wrong with crossing your T's and dotting your I's, but after a while it does kind of get ridiculous. So quartz. We have a petrify equipped on someone, so I guess I'll sacrifice for an evade 2 in the future. No, we already got one. It's just equipped on Lundy, so it ain't that big of a deal. Stargazers. Blinding breath attack and Stargazer tower extermination mission. Uses deadly bite attack that. Alright, so I guess I should have these characters be separated for some of these encounters. So we got options here. I'm trying to get as much reds as I can. Let me move more fastidiously. Oh, fuck. Oh man, that's kind of toxic. These guys seem kind of unfamiliar. Okay, so you want blues and reds, and really your magic base is covered. Art, hydro cannon. Prevented that from being something serious. No unscathed for us, but whatever. Oh well. Wait, what? So we can't cauterize him like that. Oh, they're not that bad. Tactics. If it has a sight formation, I should have my characters be spread out.
Hi there, how are you? What you got there? I think you will fly to me. Oh! He said that when you can try, he's gonna tell you anything regardless of the other thing.
Oh, damn. Oh, I didn't expect to find that motherfucker. I was just curious about the chest. See, I just wanted to check. Okay, so these are level 25. Craft. Oh shit. He weaved and riposted. Oh, they blasting away. Craft. Impede yo ass. That sound effect. Cecille, that's this one. Wonder if I can catch him from the back. Okay. So it takes that spatial element into consideration. Craft. Repeat the same process. Oh. Oh, that doesn't... Oh, counters on counter, that's why. Oh, wow. That was lucky on my end. Oh wow, that worked. Oh, I think it's magical attacks, that's why. I have a little bit of an icy hot. Okay, I thought it was a spatial element, but no, it's not. Sent. Alright. $32. Ooh. See, resistance to everything. Oh, fuck. Ah, go. Spartan. Zero, let's see.
はい。ドライブ開始。ありがとう。
Keep him surrounded on all fours so that you can't hit multiples at once with how he sweeps it. Because if we're like rank and file one behind the other, then he's just gonna slap us all with one hit. Spartan, Cyclone. You know what? Let's fry his ass up. Well, the starter position was actually pretty good. My time, oh wow. Let me check something real quick. Oh, I see. Those are trophy, where the trophies come from. So I'm gonna end up with a lot of points by the time I'm done with this day. That's the day. This has been your boy, Mr. Maka 7. Thank you guys for watching. Respect the king.